Hopefully the light is bright enough. It's been a cloudy, rainy day outside. Everything's all wet. And I've finished some projects that I'd been working on. Heck, I started both of these, I think, 3 years ago. We went a year without doing anything. But, and this blade was like a dovetail point that a friend of mine made and gave to me. And, I stuck it in here. And, I need to see him about some more blades for making some more knives, because this is the first knife handle that I ever made. Old Cardinal Skyhawk sent me a bunch of deer antler one year, and I finally did something with it, which instead of using an epoxy, I went out and I got some pine sap off of a pine tree and mixed it with some charcoal that I have from a shelter I dug in a long time ago to make some actual pine pitch. And boy, let me tell you what, it froze in there like a rock. And then got the pine pitch wrapped with the sinew, synthetic sinew, to hold it real good. But I didn't want to do a regular knife handle because everybody always, just cuts the end off of the cranium off the end of the deer antler and usually just make plain knives. And you've all heard me say, I don't want to be like everybody else. Well, and that's why it takes some projects to make longer. And carving the little falcon head in it was pretty easy. Deer antler, especially with a Dremel tool, really isn't hard to carve. Now that cranium, that's hard to carve. And a lot of you that have been watching me for a long time have seen some of the stone bears I've made. Well, that's the first bear head I ever carved out of bone. And cranium is the hardest thing to carve, period. Which I used my wood burner and did his ears and his eyes darkened in, and actually his nose, and even a lot of his hair area there. Was starting out to try and color it only with the wood burner, but it was just impossible. So I had to use a little bit of stain. So hopefully the next knife don't take me 3 years to make. And I really, really wanted to give this to somebody. But I keep having problems with my blazer and had to buy a part that didn't end up fixing it. But, so I had sold the knife, but wanted to show it before I packaged it up and sent it away. Then this here is like what I call a replica of a Native American stone pipe, which, I don't know, sometimes it reminds me of the Mack dog off the semi-truck, but it's a bear effigy made out of mossy dendrite soapstone. That's a Native American symbol for a medicine man. The diamond with the eye in it. And then this here is a piece of steatite, another type of stone. I carved and inlaid it into this piece. And then I wood burned the handle to get that effect look in it, and put the circle of life on there, which is on there. and inlaid a piece of abalone shell to it, and then braided some of the synthetic sinew like I do, and put 300-year-old Hudson Bay sandcast beads on it. But the only thing I didn't like, let's see if I can get it apart one-handed, was I already had this made and the hole drilled out before I got that piece, and it was a little bit loose, so I had to wrap and glue some sinew around it. That's how come I come up with that idea, to get it to hold good and tight, which it does. But I'm gonna send that to a friend. And then here's and I'm not done with this. This still needs a lot of polishing with your 1200 auto wet sandpaper. And then it needs a lot of forehead oil to it to help bring out the color. But this is some Oregon stone, and a really soft stone. Not quite as soft as that stuff there, but still pretty soft. And there's somebody out there, actually a couple people I owe thanks to, but I need to send a bear too, which I'm going to start making another one here soon. It's going to be a lot harder stone. I'd cut this one from a big block, you can tell, and I'm going to try and get a bear, see if I can't get a small pipe out of it, and the rest I'll make into beads. But just thought I'd share that. Later.